Hello and welcome. You're watching Head to Head. I'm Antonina Antosha with UA TV. From the 1st through the 5th of February, Ukrainian Fashion Week collections will be presented in Kyiv. There will be 50 designers, 39 shows, 10 presentations, 4 special projects and public talks. It is the place where the most influential players of the fashion industry of Ukraine meet and continue to develop fruitful cooperation with the international community. To talk more about the evolution of the Ukrainian fashion, we're joined in the studio today by Olga Dvoryanskaya. She's a designer. Hello and thank you for coming.
Thank you for the invitation. Hello for everybody.
As I already just mentioned, Ukrainian Fashion Week is soon to come. What are your personal expectations from Ukrainian Fashion Week 2019?
Yeah, we are waiting a very interesting event, and we hope it will be a new, talented names and interesting ideas. Of course, I want to see everybody and go to fashion show.
Whose fashion show, the fashion show of which designer are you expecting the most? Are you most eager to see?
The most fashion designer and who opened the fashion show is Lilia Pustovit, and I think everybody wants to see what's interesting and new. She wants to show for us. Yes, of course we know Baginsky, Lake, Yankee, and other designers who really sold abroad, and it's interesting to see how they make successful way to European market.
When did you realize, you personally, that your mission is fashion?
I was close to fashion all my life. I graduated the University of Light Industry in Kyiv, and after I worked in a fashion magazine like a stylist, and after I worked in advertising agency, and we organized a lot of fashion show and presentations for Ukrainian brands. But I thought that it's very difficult to be a fashion designer, and you need a lot of investments to your ideas.
And did it turn out to be true?
Yes, it's true, of course. But I don't like sewing. But I like to draw and create. And one time I decided to do my first collection. It was 3 years ago, and I make silk scarves.
In 2015, you created a collection of silk scarves. Now, why scarves?
Because I'm painter, and I want to find. I found a new interesting ideas how to improve my creative
look.
Yes, and I wanted to do silk artworks for decorating, but my friends and my first clients saw my first collection, and after that I believe in myself, and I start to do real serious business, and I want to be long in this part.
Are you wearing your own design right now? Is this a part of your new collection?
Yes, this is our new collection, and when I started, I make only scarves and shawls from silk and velvet, but now we make beachwear and elegant blouses and a dress, like you can see I'm wearing on one of them.
Have you already introduced your designs, your pieces of clothing abroad, outside of Ukraine?
Not yet, but I really want to sell abroad and have a great fashion show. But it's really difficult because I depend of raw materials from foreign raw materials, and also I depend by orders of buyers. And it's difficult to compare about the cost of production.
In general, how popular would you say are Ukrainian designers outside of Ukraine?
And now it's an interesting situation because Ukraine is now interesting country and the world talking about us because of political situation. This is the reason that it's interesting to go abroad. But we have another situation about cost. It's really difficult to make cheaper our product and be competitive.
Every year, Ukrainian Fashion Week expands its cooperation with international brands, with international designers. Obviously, this year is not going to be an exception. Which fashion star should we expect to see during this year's Fashion Week?
To be honest, I don't know who can go to our Fashion Week. And what about my way? I think maybe I can be interested in like designer of prints for somebody abroad, and sometimes I have offer to collaboration with one of brand. For me, it's interesting way how to go abroad.
What would you say is the most catchy trend in Ukrainian fashion these days, if there is one?
Ukraine is new on the fashion area in the world, and I think our designers don't repeat trends and try to make trends. We try to make a good reputation about Ukraine, and we try to make good quality, new researches in design and improvement, something like it's very modern, popular about environment.
Eco-friendly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for the last question, who is your personal role model out of all the international fashion industry? Who is the one you're looking up to as a designer?
Some weeks ago, it was Fashion Week in Paris, and for me, it was surprised about Iris van Herpen. It was imagined, and I saw this collection like voice from future.
So it's a futuristic designer, you would say. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
That was Olga Dvoryanskaya. She's a designer. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned with UA TV for the rest.